Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Storm here, and I'm with Hollywood again, and we're going to be casting another game with him.
Yep.
Yep.
This is my opponent this time around will be MGredground. He is a very solitary player. We play against each other a lot just for practice, and we're going to be spawning on Shakur's Plateau here. I'm going to be spawning down as the orange Zerg in the bottom right corner, and Redground is the red Terran on the upper left corner. Now you might want to notice that this is the patch before or this is the patch after the Shakur's Plateau, where they move the rocks into your base.
Yes, those rocks are gone, and instead they're just replaced with ledges. But there are rocks down here now, in the other locations, so you can't safely expand to here. But it's also kind of vulnerable too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be the first game of our best of 3 series. I faced him. He was my opponent actually in the tournament that I just joined.
Yeah, a big tournament in the Twin Cities area.
Yep, Twin Cities area, at the university.
Yep. I don't live in the Twin Cities area. I'm a Montana guy myself, but I used to live there, so I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So we got some scouting workers out scouting. Yeah, he's yep, just scouting around pretty much. Not much more to be said. Just
Yeah, my
scouting.
spawning pool is going down. I'm not going for 14 hatch again because I just don't do that.
Yeah, he's just not that kind of guy. He's a
Yeah.
scout.
People may say you get your hatch faster. I do agree, but I don't like being vulnerable, and I don't like pulling drones off the line because my drone micro is terrible. When I'm trying to get the SUV that's building the bunker, oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. He just blocked my expansion, which is pretty lame because
That is pretty lame, actually.
nobody and I do get my expo actually.
Yes, you do.
It's just right out of the range of my.
And even got an extractor going down in his base. Some kind of funky play going on there.
Yep, stealing his gas. I don't want him to go for any Banshee or Blue Flame Hellions or.
He's got a little idle
Siege
SCV over here. Sorry to interrupt you, but
That's fine.
anyways. Alright, so yeah, like you were saying. Stuff.
Yeah, I don't want him to go for any high tech.
No, that's
I do cancel it and make another extractor again because that's just how you do it.
Yeah, you wanna keep him from getting as much gas as possible because nobody likes Banshee Rush or anything like that.
Yeah, Banshees are, especially when they have cloak. Oh man.
Yeah.
He is a Masters player as well as I am, so
Yeah,
it's
I'm
gonna
a
be
silver
pretty
player,
intense.
so we'll probably cast one of my games sometime, and it'll just be. You'll see how terrible it is.
He does have his factory going down, so.
Yes, he does. He's the factory. And looking at the army supply tab, he is at 3, you're at 2 in army, and you have 1 more worker than he does. But I imagine that your worker count's going to go way up once you get this expansion and start droning up.
Yeah, it'll shoot up pretty soon. Considering the fact that I don't make any lings or any more lings.
Alright, so I should have
My
had the production tab open, but it's up now.
And my expansion is up right now,
Yes, it is.
and I'm gonna start saturating it pretty soon here.
Yep. So surprisingly, not really sending any drones over from your main.
No,
Usually.
I was thinking about main arting them, but you kind of lose mining time.
Yeah, that's true too.
And I don't know. So I just rally the drones over there.
Yep, so you got a couple lings moving forward, and you still got your extractor up here, to the dismay of these marines.
Yeah, being real annoying
looks
with
like
that
yeah.
extractor.
And he's getting command center up to about halfway finished, so he's going to be expanding soon as well.
Yep, and he's got reactor Hellions coming out of his factory, so
Yes, he does.
it'll be up to me to defend that.
But,
I do have a spine up though, so that's
yeah.
good.
And he has supply blocks, so I found it interesting that he's only making 1 Hellion, but he has 2 in Q.
Yeah, that's a pretty big blunder.
Yeah. I tend to get supply blocked myself quite a bit, but
Don't we all?
yeah, we all do. But he's got a
Yeah.
couple of supplied up depots just finished, so we should be good now. And he's sending his Hellion forward to check the Zelnaga towers.
Yeah,
if there's anything
get some
crazy
roast
going
some lings for breakfast.
Yeah. See, so he's got 0 kills. Well, I'm gonna keep track of how many kills this gets.
Okay.
There is.
He's got
still at
1
0,
so far.
still at-
100 numbers.
alright, yeah, there's 1. And he's moving his command center over, so he's turn player's gonna have his expansion up. He's got a few marines moving down, still making more Hellions, making more Marines. Got a starport up, so making medevacs. Possibly going for a Hellion drop. That would seem to make sense.
It'd be, yeah.
And these Hellions
Hellions are moving out, yeah.
Yes, they are. They're moving in. They're going to get poked a bit with that spine crawler.
Yeah.
Along with the Queen. And,
my Lings do a good job of defending.
Yep.
Because I have 2 spines and my Queen, so.
Yeah. So he's going to be retreating to that Zelnaga tower, and you're going to go.
I'm in
try
pursuit.
To get a surround on him. No, he's going to roast your Lings a little bit. You're going to deal some damage. Hopefully pick one of those Hellions off there. Yep, you got one. And, back at his base, he's got tech lab on his factory. He's got a reactor on his barracks, and nothing on his starport. And
yep, and I'm only ahead by 2 harvesters.
Yeah, and you have your equal in workers killed, but he has killed 20 units, and you have killed 4. So he's up 16 there, but in army supply, he is up by 2, and you are in worker supply up by 2.
And I have double evils going down and an infestation pit once again.
Yeah, so alright, let's close out of that. Alright, so yep, more gas too, and he's got a bunch of barracks coming down.
But he's erecting a barracks wall.
Yes, he is, and he's got just one little supply depot. The supply depot that's gonna allow him to get in and out of there. It will be interesting. I don't think a tank can fit through there, so.
No, it can't. He'll have to lift it off.
Yep, and it looks like he's going for a marine drop.
And a banshee as well.
And a banshee. Ooh
yeah.
Banshees. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so he's moving out with his marines, and you're just probing up to his barracks wall. He's got his gas finished, so he's gonna be getting quite a bit of gas. And
yeah, I am getting +1/+1 for my melee and carapace as well.
Yeah, so that's always good. So he's got a tank, a banshee, marines. He's got infernal. He's got a blue flame almost finished. For his Hellions, he's got an engineering bay coming out himself. He's just exploring so many different tech paths. It's gonna be interesting.
Yep, his medevac is dropping in my base.
Oh yes, it is. So here we go. We got that medevac, and it's gonna force you to retreat those drones, lose some mining time. But looks like those Zerglings are gonna mop up that one marine, and he's going to have to retreat.
I didn't lose too many drones.
But he is getting a good scout view of your infestation pit and your evo chambers.
Yeah, he knows I'm gonna go infestors. We play against each other too much.
Alright, so you're coming down with the Roche Warren now, too.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of surprised
Pretty interesting choice, actually.
Your Queen to take out his medevac.
Yeah, I guess I was pretty busy.
Yeah, always preoccupied. And here comes the Banshee around towards your natural, but it looks like it's taken some damage. I must have missed that. But looks like it's going to try and pick off a few drones if it can.
It's got 1 kill, 2
You're
kills.
gonna run down with some Zerglings to attack that Banshee.
Which they cannot attack air.
Yeah, that's makes it interesting. And the drop again, just this constant harassment has got to be. It's just so frustrating, even no matter what race you're playing.
That is how you deal with Zerg players, though. Gotta keep harassing.
That's true. Work on the contain, and you're coming down with your third, and he is pushing out with some tanks and some Hellions and some Marines. His Marines has no upgrades. His tanks have no upgrades, but he does have the blue flame Hellions.
Does he have stem? No, he does not have stem.
He does not have stem.
So is this really before stem pack? What?
But he's coming down with, he's getting his Terran Infantry Weapons 1, that's almost finished. And you have a whole bunch of Lings coming out. So should be able to deal with that. Plus your Infestors, you can get some fungal growth hopefully on them.
Yeah, he's picking out my creep tumors.
Yeah, he is taking out your creep tumors, just using that scan to make those.
There's the fungal growth.
Yes, there is fungal growth. And,
picking up all of them.
So yeah, those tanks are just, not having a good day.